Coronation Street troublemaker Zeedan Nazir could be hiding another secret from his family on the ITV soap, but as his estranged wife Mariam Nazir arrives on the cobbles, she could expose it to the whole of Weatherfield. Zeedan, played by Qasim Akhtar, has been trying desperately to keep his head above water since he returned to Coronation Street a few months ago, with his father-in-law Hashim Eleman, Vincent Ibrahim, at his heels. The young man has been trying to pay back the £50,000 he stole from his estranged wife's family, but the result of his theft has seen him launder money through the Speed Dial restaurant, and more recently, the business was set on fire so he could claim the insurance. However, in upcoming scenes on the ITV soap, more of his secrets from his time away from the cobbles could be exposed, and there might be more additions to the Nazir family than first thought. The drama begins next week as the Nazir family try to salvage what's left of the restaurant after the devastating fire which landed newcomer Stu Carpenter, Bill Fellows, in hospital. Feeling guilty for the part he played in the fire, by leaving the door open for one of Hashim's men to come in and torch the place, Zeedan opts to start decorating. However, as he gets into his overalls and wonders where to begin, his estranged wife Mariam, Kiran Lander, walks into the restaurant. Mariam has been mentioned several times on the show, with Yasmin Nazir, Shelley King, and Alia Nazir, Sair Khan, talking about Zeedan's wedding a couple of years ago. This is the first time the pair will have been face-to-face after the troublemaker returned to the cobbles after cheating on his spouse. He is shocked to see his estranged wife standing before him, and it's not long before they're discussing the restaurant fire. Zeedan explains how Mariam's father Hashim had a part to play in the fire, and he convinces her the gangster was the one who started it. The newcomer pleads for her estranged husband's help, and they begin looking at the family's paperwork to see if there is any evidence they can get. As they spend more time together, it will become clear they still have feelings for one another, which would explain why Zeedan has not had a love interest since returning to the show. Mariam tells her spouse she doesn't hate him anymore, and he is still the man she fell in love with and chose to marry. However, there could be something below the surface going on, as it could emerge before Zeedan left his estranged wife. She was pregnant. Zeedan could have known this before he fled to the cobbles, as he didn't feel ready to be a father, hence why he had an affair. With some months having passed since he left Mariam, the Nazir man could discover he is now a father to a baby son. As so much has gone on since he returned to Weatherfield, Zeedan could realize life is too short and he wants to step up to the plate. One hurdle he would have to overcome is telling his family the news, as he would have been keeping it a secret since he made his comeback. Yasmin and Alia would be shocked to discover Zeedan's life-changing secret, but they would be eager to meet the youngster. It would be the first grandchild, let alone grandson, Yasmin has had, and she could be touched to learn Mariam named him Kal after the matriarch's late son. Unfortunately, life is never simple on the cobbles, and Alia could become concerned her sister-in-law is playing a game. As Hashim is a gangster, Zeedan's sister could start to think the villain's daughter is playing her brother in order to get revenge. This could lead Alia to tell her brother he needs to start applying for sole custody of his son before he's taken away from him. This could panic Zeedan, as having finally got his head around becoming a father, it could all be snatched away from him again. He could also realize not wanting the baby in the first place and leaving his wife whilst she was pregnant might go against him in court. However, the Nazir family could rally around him to show their support and put in good character references for him. As the custody battle ensues, Mariam could show her true colors and how similar she really is to her villainous father. Will the fight turn nasty as the child's parents wage war over one another, and is Zeedan in danger as his wife's family use underhand tactics to get what they want? The actor who plays Zeedan, Qasim, has spoken out on his character's wife returning and how his alter ego feels about it. Qasim explained, "Well, the fire is certainly not the end of it. In some ways, it is only the beginning, and, as a consequence of the fire, Zeedan's ex-wife Mariam arrives in Weatherfield. It is interesting to meet her, as he made some terrible mistakes in the marriage and cheated on her, but it quickly becomes evident that he still loves her, so we will see a different side to Zeedan. He was so hurt in his first marriage and for some reason, he then did the same thing to his second wife as Rana, Habib, did to him, so it is great to meet her and learn more about that dynamic.
I am intrigued to see where the story is going to go.
Lots more twists and turns along the way, he teased.